Hello YouTube and fellow Star Wars collectors! On this episode of Toys Are the Way, we will be taking a look at the latest deluxe offering from the Vintage Collection, Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian. If you're new to the channel or a fan of Star Wars collecting, be sure to smash a like on this video, remember to subscribe, and make sure to ring that bell to stay notified. Welcome back everyone. Today we have an exciting Vintage Collection item to look at, and it is this deluxe offering of Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian. I am so excited to finally have this figure added to the collection. This is a character we should have seen ages ago during the first season. The Black Series had several versions of this character release, and not to say that I want carbonized versions of Paz Vizsla, but it would have been really nice to see this character much earlier on. But with that being said, the level of craftsmanship and just articulation on this figure is superb, and perhaps waiting all this time really paid off. But with that being said, let's take a closer look at the figure and packaging. Paz Vizsla is part of the Vintage Collection Deluxe offerings that we are now very familiar with. While the box displays well and has the figure set up nicely in a world-building setting, I would much rather see this character on a vintage-style card back, which I would gladly display with the rest of my carded collection. The contents of the box are packed using the plastic-free packaging method, and while there are a number of accessories, I do think this figure and his blaster could fit within a TVC bubble. Taking a closer look at Paz Vizsla, he has some fantastic sculpting and detail. I think the figure looks wonderful. I like the metallic scrape marks that are sprinkled throughout his armor, and just overall he looks great. I know some people were saying that, the yellow parts of his armor could have used a dirt wash to take away a little bit of that plastic look, and I can't disagree. I did buy 2 of these, and I plan on weathering up one of them just for a little bit more of a realistic look, but all in all, I still think this looks pretty great. The figure has all the great articulation we want to see these days, the new style barbell hips, swivels at the thigh, ball jointed knees, and of course rocker ankles. So he will be able to achieve a number of different poses, and I've got to say, because of his larger foot, he stands very well. His center of gravity is fantastic, so really like that. He has the softer armor on his shoulder, which allows him to lift his arm up, which looks pretty good. So I've got to say that it looks fantastic, but when I do move his arm up a bit and put it in that position, the ball joint up here starts to get a little bit loose, which I'm not really a big fan of. That's pretty much the only thing that I dislike. Other than that, he's got all the articulation you're going to want. He's got those ball jointed elbows. He's got a hinge here so that he can use his flame thrower. So it looks very nice, accurate to his posing, and yeah, just all in all, great stuff here. Also, taking a look at the back jetpack, he has a place for his rifle to slot in, so that is also very nice to see. And then he's got a soft plastic skirt. That is not my favorite. I think soft goods would have been a better move. It probably would have looked better and allow him to sit. So, the character can sit on perhaps a bench or something like that. But if he had a chair with a back to it, it's going to be a little awkward for him to sit down. So that's a little bit of my only gripe when it comes to this figure. But other than that, he's got lots of articulation. He's got a crunch. His head can move a number of different poses and angles. He's also got a spot right here for his vibroblade, which is really nice. Like being able to put accessories away. And he's also got this small peg hole for him to put his shield onto. He also comes with this firing blaster effect, which can be put into the peg at the top of his heavy blaster. And of course, the rocket flames, which can be inserted into his jetpack as well through a small peg. Just like so. And I'm really happy that Hasbro used the more translucent plastic rather than the ones we saw on the Dark Troopers that had a little bit more of a frosted look to them. These are the ones that came with the Deluxe Boba Fett, and I really prefer the way these look much more. So very nice accessories to also have. So all in all, I think this is a pretty good deluxe offering in my opinion. One does not speak unless one knows. Well, I can safely say that I know this figure is amazing. Paz Vizsla is fully articulated with all the modern advancements that we are now becoming accustomed to in the Vintage Collection. New style barbell hips, ball jointed everything, and rocker ankles allow this heavy infantry Mandalorian to hold the front lines with ease. The included accessories and release of this character finally allow fans to recreate a number of world-building scenes from The Mandalorian. Additionally, the removable jetpack and standardized peg hole allow collectors and customizers flexibility when displaying the figure or world building within their imagination. This 1/18 scale figure does not disappoint. It's wonderfully engineered, allowing the rifle to attach to the jetpack while using soft plastic on the armor and heavy blaster hose, allowing for excellent range of motion while the figure is in flight mode. This is absolutely the way. I hope you've enjoyed this video and taking a look at this latest deluxe offering from the Vintage Collection, Paz Vizsla from The Mandalorian. It feels great to add another character to our Mandalorian collections and continue to world build a number of different scenes from that series. Hopefully you feel the same, but be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And don't forget to smash a like on this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. It really helps promote these videos and is always greatly appreciated. Thanks everyone, and may the Force be with you.